morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the Redemption Series podcast, a place where we talk about redemption, faith, healing, growth, and finding purpose through God, even after life's hardest seasons. So, today I want to talk about living a life of selfless service. And honestly, this message challenges a lot of us because we live in a world that constantly pushes self centeredness. People are taught to chase status, attention, recognition, and success, validation. But when you study the life of Jesus, you see something completely different. You see humility, compassion, sacrifice, service. And one of the greatest signs of spiritual maturity is learning how to serve others, even when there's nothing in it for you. As y'all can see, I have my co host with me today. So, one thing that stands out about Jesus is this: he modeled service. Even though he had all power, he still chose humility. He healed people, fed people, encouraged people, served people, not for applause, not for attention or social status, but because love serves. Mark 10:45 tells us, "For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve." Think about that. Jesus, the King of Kings, still humbled himself to serve others. That completely goes against the mindset of this world because society teaches people to ask, what can I get? But Jesus teaches us to ask, how can I help you? And when somebody truly understands God's love, selfishness slowly starts turning into compassion. And serving people matters, y'all. A lot of times people underestimate small acts of kindness, but you never know what somebody is carrying internally. A conversation could help somebody not to give up. Encouragement could help somebody keep fighting. A prayer could help somebody through depression. A simple act of kindness could restore somebody's hope. Sometimes people are battling things silently that nobody else sees. And as believers, we're called to love people well, not just when it's convenient, not just when it benefits us, but consistently. Galatians 5:13 says, serve one another humbly in love. Humbly in love, not arrogantly, not for recognition, not for praise. Real service comes from the heart. And honestly, some of the most impactful people in the world are people nobody ever notices publicly. People quietly helping others, praying for people, supporting people, encouraging people behind the scenes. God sees all of it. But selflessness requires sacrifice. Here's the truth: selflessness, selfless service costs something. It costs time, it costs energy, comfort, patience, sometimes even personal sacrifice. That's why selfishness comes naturally to human nature. But serving others requires intentionality. Sometimes helping people is inconvenient. Sometimes loving people is difficult. Sometimes forgiving people is painful. But that's exactly why it matters so much. Anybody can love people when life is easy. But real maturity shows up when you continue choosing compassion, even after being hurt yourself. Philippians 2:3 and 4. Do nothing out of selfish ambition. Rather, in humility, value others above yourself. That scripture challenges pride directly because pride constantly asks, what about me? But humility asks, how can I serve? Your purpose is bigger than you. One thing I've learned is this: the most fulfilled people are usually the people living beyond themselves. People who only live for money, attention, or success even often feels empty because purpose is connected to impact. God didn't create us just to consume life. He created us to contribute to it, to encourage people, to help people, to love people, to point people towards hope. And sometimes your purpose is found in the way you serve others through your pain. Your testimony may help heal somebody. Your encouragement may stop somebody from quitting. Your story may lead somebody back to God. 1 Peter 4:10. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others. Everybody has something they can give, y'all. whether it be time, wisdom, encouragement, compassion, support. Nobody is too broken to make a difference. Let's be honest though, loving people ain't always easy. People disappoint you, betray you, misunderstand you, sometimes even hurt you deeply. But Jesus still calls us to love anyway. Not because people always deserve it, but because grace changed us too. The Bible says in John 13:35, by this everyone will know that you are my disciples if you love one another. Not by popularity, not by appearance, not by status, by love, real love, patient love, sacrificial, selfless love. And honestly, the world needs more of that right now. More compassion, more humility, more people willing to help instead of tear down others. So today I want to challenge you. Look for opportunities to serve somebody this week. Encourage somebody, pray for somebody, help somebody, be patient with somebody because small acts of love can make a huge difference in somebody's life. And remember this, a life focused only on yourself eventually feels empty, but a life poured into others creates impact that lasts forever. Matthew 5:16. Let your light shine before others. Your kindness matters. Your compassion matters. Your service matters. If this message encouraged you, share it with somebody who needs this reminder today. Remember, real strength is not found in being served by somebody else. It's found in learning how to serve others with love. The chapter that almost destroyed you just might become the chapter that changes somebody else's life. And just because growth is slow, don't mean God ain't working. This is the Redemption series where pain meets purpose. I love y'all.